Welcome to the Church of Thomas. Potlatch, 12/16/07. In December, everyone seems to be looking for perfect gifts. I started to buy things I would like to give as a gift right after Christmas during the year before. I buy them when I see something that is perfect. As I get these gifts, I put them in a box. By September, my box of gifts is full. I get them out to see if there are any gaps in the people represented by each of the gifts. If I find a gap, I think long and hard on it and go find it. I'm also done by Halloween at the very latest. I don't like crowds. I often feel that the drive to buy more gifts each year is a poor expression of our love for one another. Because of quantity has taken over from quality, there is great pressure to have the most wrapped objects under our tree. The commercial engine cares nothing for the long-term debt you will have come January. I have never gone into debt to get presents, probably because I buy so few of them. I have been on the receiving end of this meaningless deluge. There have been years where I opened an endless pile of presents only to find there was no gift I truly liked. I have made lists for people who requested one of things I enjoyed, wanted, needed, etc. So far, after many years of these lists, I've given up. They asked for ideas and then bought what they would have liked for themselves instead. I really do not expect anything now. Occasionally, I'm also pleasantly surprised. One solution for a couple of relatives and myself was to agree not to exchange gifts at all. We never had much money. My brother and I exchanged cards but no gifts. As he puts it, he loves me but he has no idea what I want. I respect that. I have called my relatives to talk. I have been told that the gift of my time was a great treat. As Mom puts it, you don't have to move it, dust it, or store it. She doesn't have much space anymore for storing all these useless gifts. Apparently, I'm not alone in this quandary of what to do with gifts that don't fit. They call it regifting now. I never knew what I was on a cutting edge all along. I've been doing it for years. When I have gotten a gift that I do not care for, I find it a new home. I consider a gift to be on consignment with me until the right person or occasion or need arises. I make sure that they enjoy that sort of thing, whatever it is. I make sure it is the right size, if I can. I have often felt like an adoption agency for lost toys. It works though, because I wait for the right person to fit the right gift. They're usually a big hit. There are tribes in the Pacific Ocean, including northern, western, coastal USA and Canada, Maori and Papua New Guinea, that have taken gift-giving to a fine art. The tradition is called a potlatch in some places. It is literally throwing of gifts. The gift giver gets connections and status for themselves, their family, and their tribe. The status is determined by how much is given away, not what they keep. To get this status is not uncommon to totally bankrupt themselves. Though the winter potlatches were the largest, many occasions could call for one. Births, marriages, deaths, and other momentous events were often marked by a celebratory potlatch. The gifts were originally handmade, durable goods, and permission to use a neighbor's resources. An example of these resources could be hunting or fishing rights to a prime area. The durable goods might be necklaces, belts, tools, clothing. Blankets and preserved foods were also given as gifts. Everyone present was loaded down with gifts. The gifts were a form of currency. When the giving tribe went to visit the other tribe, often the gifts would be the same ones they gave, showered back on them. There were times when a tribe would have so much that it was impossible to give it all away. When this literal embarrassment of wealth would occur, extra gifts were destroyed. It was an embarrassment because anyone who did not give everything away was thought to be hoarding and greedy. In the northwest coastal areas of America, the tribes used it as a part of trading trips. The tribes ranged from California to Alaska. Currently, there are only active potlatches from Oregon to Alaska. Because it was considered a competition for resources allocated, for Christmas, the missionaries lobbied for a ban on the tradition. Some tribes are now using it as a training opportunity for young people to learn the tribe's signature gifts and crafts. Since it was banned until recently, many crafts people have died with no pupils. They have embraced these as a way to hold on to the old ways so they do not die. In our modern world, there may be lessons to learn here. It is funny that the missionaries hated the potlatches. These same missionaries would have gladly taken these gifts as tithes. I suppose they were not getting what they thought the church deserved. Besides, according to some Christian saying, it's better to give than to receive. Compared to these tribal leaders, the missionaries were greedy and very low-status individuals. I suppose it also made any gift-giving for Christmas look paltry by comparison. One downside of this idea of totally divesting your belongings, that sounds too much like the heavy credit card debt that most Americans carry year after year. The status part of this parallel is obvious. Today we call it keeping up with the Joneses. The difference is we are acquirers, not givers. The burning of extra goods is echoed too. If you want to do a parody of a filthy rich person, you show them lighting cigars with $100 bills in flames. The picture says loud and clear that they have money to burn. I do think they have the right track in one item. The idea that if you are giving such a huge amount, you need to share it. In a Christian parallel, we might quote the verse saying, "To those that much is given, much is expected." To have some suggestions for gifts, there are people you know that basically buy anything they could want when they want it. They do not need anything, or in the case of my mom, she does not want to have to keep up with more things. It is hard enough to clean all the gifts from the past. Mom's motto lately is simplify, simplify, simplify. She loves movies and goes out to eat, so gift certificates are nice. If you have someone on your list who has everything, do not give them an object. There is another way to celebrate. You can donate to a good cause in their memory. I personally love the Heifer Project. It is a great program. The gift of a farm animal that is pregnant. They must pass on some portion of the babies that are born. They get to keep the breeding animal. They have a broad range of animals picked for different regions and countries. The heifer name is in honor of the cows they give away. Sometimes it is a pig, a goat, a flock of geese, chickens, ducks, etc. They even have other projects for training people. The important part about each animal is that they produce something nutritious for the family to eat, like eggs, and drink, like milk. Because each gift comes with the rule to pass something on to their community, soon many people in the village could be out of the starvation category. Well-nourished people learn better in school. They have energy to build businesses. Women may have had no way to support their families, are now helping their part of the world get better. There are many other such good causes to donate in someone's name or memory. They are gifts that keep on giving. I suppose I'm just partial to farm animals. Happy gift giving. The website is http://www.heifer.org if you would like to give to them. God bless the whole world, no exception.